On an artificial island rising from Tokyo Bay, Japan, a small, verdant hilltop offers panoramic views of glittering waters, the bustling city skyline, and, on clear days, the distant snow-capped peak of Mount Fuji. At first glance, this island appears like any natural landform. Seabirds hover in the salty breeze, and waves lap gently at its edges. Yet this island, known officially as the New Sea Surface Disposal Site, is no ordinary piece of geography. Beneath the topsoil and greenery lies a meticulously engineered core composed almost entirely of layers upon layers of trash. This trash island is the final resting place for much of the waste produced by Tokyo's sprawling 23 districts, wards. Bulldozers and dump trucks crawl over its surface like industrious ants, continuously adding to a 100-foot-thick sandwich of incinerated ash, pulverized non-burnable items, processed sewage sludge, and carefully placed earth. Pipes releasing methane gas, the byproduct of decaying organic matter, protrude from the ground, and in exposed cross-sections you can spot decades-old plastic fragments, time capsules of the city's consumer history. Remarkably, you won't see flocks of gulls or smell the typical stench associated with landfills. Instead, this island is part of a grander vision, an urban planning strategy that transforms refuse into valuable real estate. Tokyo, like all of Japan, is geographically constrained. Mountainous terrain, a dense population, and limited resources push the city to innovate continuously. Rather than drown in its own waste, Tokyo took the audacious step of building new land from it. The reclaimed area, extending some 1,000 hectares into Tokyo Bay and southward from the artificial island of Odaiba, is a striking example of how a megacity can both manage and benefit from its trash. Eventually, this sprawling site will have two halves. The western side, reinforced with soil and infrastructure, will house a shipping container terminal, an engine of commerce and global trade. The eastern portion, resting atop decades of consolidated waste, is planned to become green space replete with parks and leisure facilities. One section, known as Umi no Mori, or Sea Forest, is a 150-hectare, 370-acre park that's already partially realized. Its grassy slopes and young pine trees create a serene environment, offering stunning views of Tokyo's waterfront and the Tokyo Gate Bridge. Though not completed in time for the 2020 Olympic Games, future generations will picnic, jog, and sunbathe here, enjoying a tranquil environment atop what was once a mountain of garbage. Japan's extraordinary approach to waste management has deep historical roots. During the Edo period, 1603–1868, society was so adept at reusing materials that nearly everything was recycled. It was a time of closed borders and scarce resources, encouraging remarkable frugality and efficiency. However, the late 19th century's rapid industrialization and the explosive growth of the 20th century transformed consumption patterns. Tokyo introduced its first modern waste disposal laws early in the 1900s, and Osaka saw Japan's first garbage incinerator in 1924. Still, as populations soared and living standards rose, waste volumes followed suit, and landfills on land became both scarce and contested. By the 1970s, Tokyo faced an existential challenge: how to handle the ever-growing piles of refuse generated by tens of millions of people. Governor Ryokichi Minobe launched a war on garbage, a public awareness campaign designed to secure support for new waste management facilities and curb resistance to incinerators and land reclamation projects. Using the ocean as a repository for garbage was not new. Japan had a history of creating landfills at sea since the 1920s. but the scale and sophistication of modern projects outstripped previous efforts. In turning waste into land, Tokyo relies on an elegantly choreographed, three-tiered system of waste handling: collection, intermediate processing, and final disposal. Households and businesses meticulously sort their garbage: burnable, non-burnable, recyclables, oversized items, and more. The city provides detailed instructions, sometimes in lengthy brochures, to ensure compliance. Visitors to Japan often marvel at these intricate sorting rules. Yet, this diligence pays off. In 2014, Tokyo generated about 2.7 million tons of waste, a dramatic reduction from the 4.9 million tons recorded during the 1989 economic bubble. At the heart of this system are high-tech incineration plants, such as the Shinagawa facility. Here, trucks deposit their loads into a cavernous refuse bunker, and giant overhead cranes with metal claws shuffle and load the trash into furnaces, burning at over 1,560 degrees, 850 degrees. Such intense heat helps neutralize toxins and prevents the formation of harmful dioxins. Meanwhile, advanced pollution controls, including rapid cooling systems, scrubbers, and bag filters, remove heavy metals, soot, and acidic gases. The result is exhaust gas that meets stringent environmental regulations and an ash residue that can be compacted or processed further. Non-burnable waste is handled at specialized centers, where powerful crushers and magnets separate metals and crush bulky furniture or appliances into manageable fragments. Recovered metals are sold, generating revenue, an elegant blend of sustainability and economics. The final ash and pulverized debris join layers of soil and sludge, gradually building up the new land in Tokyo Bay. Yet, as effective as this system is, the trash islands face a looming dilemma. What happens when they are full? Experts predict that in about 5 decades, the current reclamation areas will reach capacity. The islands cannot expand indefinitely without encroaching on busy shipping lanes essential to global trade. Tokyo's policymakers are already exploring options: boosting recycling rates, recovering more minerals from incinerator ash, and even channeling certain wastes into cement production. The hope is to slow the growth of landfills, improving material cycles within the economy. The stakes are high. Tokyo's approach serves as a global model, illustrating that dense modern megacities can remain clean, organized, and sustainable. From the Edo-era recycling traditions to today's cutting-edge incinerators and land reclamation projects, Japan's waste management story is one of adaptation, discipline, and ingenuity. In the coming years, as Umi no Mori matures into a lush park and other reclaimed areas sprout greenery and sports facilities, these artificial islands will stand as testaments to human resilience and resourcefulness. The cycle of waste to land and then to community space reflects both a necessity and a vision. In a world running short on resources and land, it's possible to create beauty and utility from what we discard. For now, Tokyo's trash islands exemplify a delicate balance, turning refuse into renewal. It will be fascinating to see how the city evolves its methods to ensure that these islands remain sustainable and livable for generations to come. If you found this exploration intriguing, don't forget to subscribe and activate notifications. Be among the first to learn about new videos examining how we shape our planet, our cities, and our future. Thanks for watching, and we look forward to bringing you more stories of human innovation and environmental stewardship